Storm Chaser from Cambridgeshire and Sprocket from Kent against Ravioli from Gloucestershire and Technomoth from Hemel Hempstead and Hertfordshire. So away we go. First challenge made by Storm Chaser in the blue. And a good battling performance here by Storm Chaser. Early lead. Sprocket. And Ravioli not able to turn on it. Might now, but up comes Storm Chaser. Battles it against the wall. Should have given it away to Ravioli, who was sleeping. And Storm Chaser trying to get itself round to knock the ball in and succeeds via the mouth of Technomoth. 2-0. Really strong performance as Sprocket makes it 3. Now Technomoth's become a one-man team and Technomoth scores. Not a good challenge by Sprocket. Really should have got the ball, not the opponent. Storm Chaser chasing again. Ravioli redundant in the corner. Trying to defend on the post. Oh, amazingly it goes away from Technomoth. Picked up again by Storm Chaser, who seems to be everywhere, but in danger of putting it through his own goal, which he has. Got absolutely no help there from Sprocket, who ought to have saved it. Ravioli sitting it out at the far end. Always playing them onside, of course, in that process. And at 4-2, another goal for Storm Chaser. Technomoth trying to hold off Storm Chaser. Ravioli's in the goal, but doing nothing there. It's 5-2, and it really is tough on Technomoth, having to take on the other team all on its own. It's going to be 6. Surely, yes. Again, Storm Chaser against a weakened team. Ravioli is just a passenger. Storm Chaser again taken out by Technomoth. They meet once again. The ball is left behind. Comes back to Sprocket. And Sprocket plays it forward. This is good passing. Storm Chaser, it's number 7. Comprehensive victory, but the opposition was weakened. Ravioli certainly injured. So in the semi-final, it's Big Bro and British Bulldog against Sprocket and Storm Chaser.
Now, I think we saw the best example of teamwork there. The Storm Chaser and Sprocket team worked as a team. It wasn't just two robots hoping that by happy coincidence they scored a goal. They worked well as a team.
Yes, they did work very well. Storm Chaser really was the robot of the match, wasn't it? It was the real Beckham.
Do we have robot of the match on this?
I'm not really sure, but it was fast, furious, got in there very quickly, and it had those lovely little flaps at the side that stopped the ball from rolling around too much.
First contest at even weight and power, pitting British Bulldog, a father-son and son's friend team from Cannock in Staffordshire, against an entrant by work colleagues from Huntingdon in Cambridgeshire, Storm Chaser, both at 98 kilograms and 2 by 750 watt motors.
Teams stand by to compete.
British Bulldog on the far side, Storm Chaser on the near. Referee's whistle, in goes British Bulldog, makes the challenge, but it's turned aside. It's all over in under 5 seconds. And a victory 12 by Storm Chaser. British Bulldog made the first move, but then really lacked control, and just a little bit of tip really was enough to remove it from the arena and to bring victory to Storm Chaser so quickly.
Powerful stuff there, and now let's find out who is going to take the last place in tomorrow's Sumo final.
Storm Chaser in blue from Huntingdon in Cambridgeshire. Chip from Old Colwyn in North Wales. Chip will need to take a leaf out of Big Bro's book, get underneath. Oh no! He got underneath, then couldn't control, and it's Storm Chaser who comes through. The idea was right, but he just turned his back and said, "Go on, chum, you're enjoying it." There was Chip among the tyres, so it's Chip against Hellbound for the bronze medal, Big Bro against Storm Chaser for the gold and silver.
Team, now come on, you're the favourites, show no compassion.
I think it's going to be a simple matter of who gets underneath who first.
Really?
If they get underneath us, that's it, we're gone.
Well,
we get underneath them, we'll give it everything, try to get rid of them. So.
Well, it's going to be very close because we've got two experienced drivers, two very well-built robots, and adorable children. What more could you want? I'm going to think I'm going to cry.
It's so nerve-wracking, isn't it? Thank you very much, Andy. I'm not biased at all, but I'm hoping to be doing a victory dance soon. Now let's go over to Barry Davis to talk us through the robot-on-robot action.
An experienced team from Robot Wars behind Storm Chaser. 3 engineers, Andrew Marchant, David Gamble, Brian Moss.
We're Team Tornado, and this is Storm Chaser. We're powerful, we're manoeuvrable, and with this scoop, we hope to win the Sumo.
Big Bro on the right.
Teams stand by to compete.
Confident Watts family, Storm Chaser. From Team Tornado, Big Bro goes first and gets underneath Storm Chaser, and Big Bro is the winner. Young Joe, absolutely right. If we get underneath it, he said, it will do. And to them he said, see you later. So Big Bro takes the gold medal, 4.25 seconds, a little bit short of its world record. Storm Chaser second, Chip third. Sprocket from Maidstone and Storm Chaser from Cambridgeshire had their tactics right on Tuesday, where Storm Chaser scored lots of goals.
I'm here with Sprocket in the pits. They've made it through the first round to the semi-finals. They performed brilliantly well, even though they destroyed 2 gearboxes in the process. The guys now are working on the machine to ensure this doesn't happen again. I really hope it holds out for them, because together with Storm Chaser, this team makes serious contenders.
Quick return meeting for Big Bro and Storm Chaser. Just met in the Sumo final. Big Bro coming out the winner there. His revenge on the card. It certainly is from the start here. Storm Chaser allowed to go through by Big Bro. Goal straight from the kickoff. In goes Storm Chaser again, and Big Bro would have felt that. Sprocket trying to get back, and around comes Big Bro, but misses. Got round the back unseen, but then failed to hit the target. British Bulldog now in trouble, needs the spin turn, Storm Chaser chasing after it. They've left the ball to run, and Big Bro has it just taken away by Storm Chaser. Goes back to have another bite. British Bulldog, lots of spins, can't get hold of the ball. Storm Chaser, just the 1 goal dividing the teams. The ball trapped in the near corner. Big Bro can't get it out. Wasn't helped too much then by British Bulldog, who's now moved up ahead. Lots of manoeuvring going on. Oh, this is good team play by Sprocket and Storm Chaser. Big Bro trying to resist, and good tracking of his man. And British Bulldog sets it up a little bit, and away comes Big Bro. This is a lovely move, and it brings the equaliser from good defending to a breakaway goal, and it's 1-1. Away we go again. Sprocket in possession. Lack of cover in the goal. Fortunately for British Bulldog and Big Bro, the ball had a mind of its own, and it was not to go in. Big Bro again. Storm Chaser covering every blade of the field. And again, they're playing better together as a team. Storm Chaser and Sprocket. Good interception though by Big Bro. Now it's the 2 against each other again, and it's gone in off Big Bro. Finished finally by Storm Chaser. Whole of the ball has to cross the line, of course. And Storm Chaser certainly exacting revenge for the defeat in the Sumo. Big Bro working very hard, but sometimes taking on the entire opposition on its own. British Bulldog trying to cover in the middle, not particularly well placed. Big Bro and Storm Chaser having a rare old battle. And Storm Chaser using its weight to good advantage. Comes out though to Big Bro. Good play coming up from the back with Sprocket. And Big Bro trying to get possession has put it through his own goal, but was really let down by British Bulldog. He pulled away from the middle instead of going to meet the ball. And you've got to say Big Bro was very unlucky there, let down by his partner. On we go again. 3-1 to Sprocket and Storm Chaser. And here's Storm Chaser again. And Storm Chaser can't get there. Oh, hit the post. Good spin. Storm Chaser again. Good covering goal. And this could break for Storm Chaser here. British Bulldog trying to make sure it doesn't happen, but the ball is rolling forward and Sprocket scores. 4-1 the final outcome. Some revenge there for Storm Chaser. And Storm Chaser and Sprocket will meet either AAT and Savage Toaster or Snowstorm and Cat's Whiskers in the final.
So the favourites in my eyes have gone out. Storm Chaser and Sprocket are through to the final. That was a great semi-final there.
That was a great game.
And you missed an absolute sitter of a goal.
I know.
And Storm Chaser from Huntingdon in Cambridgeshire, Andrew Marchant, David Gamble and Brian Moss.
Storm Chaser, these boys mean business. Not content with running 24-volt motors on 36 volts, they've even gone to the trouble of adding ballast to the machine to get it to weigh 100 kilos on the dot. But other teams are doing the same thing. Overheating in this is going to be a critical factor, particularly the motors. The hotter they get, the more inefficient they become. So with these points in mind, let's see how they bear up under the strain of competition.
If you're not confident in Tug of War,
Teams stand by to compete.
you have no chance at all.
Power up.
Storm Chaser on the right, Ridgeback on the left. Storm Chaser doing the job initially on the brink and then a bit of recovery, but down goes Ridgeback. Victory for Storm Chaser. Didn't take too long. Ridgeback resisting for a while, but then unable to withstand the pull.
Power up.
All set to take the strain. Storm Chaser on the right pulls away, and it's going to be over very quickly. Oh, that's not the British Bulldog that I used to know. A powerful pull by Storm Chaser. Victory in 3.34 seconds.
But after the appetizer, the main course, the final. Andy Collins is down on the touchline. Andy, these two teams have scored a total of 23 goals in their last two games, so we must be looking at a high-scoring final.
I think you're right, Philippa. I think this is going to be goals galore in this final. Now, to my left, I got this team over here who work so well as a team, and that is the secret of the football event. Is that something you've really worked on?
Yeah, our two robots, Storm Chaser and Sprocket, they're really well matched. They're both forward drive robots, they're both good at scoring goals, and we work as a team. We pass the ball to each other when one's attacking, the other's defending.
What are you going to do in the final? You're going to try and shut him out of the game?
If they start getting rough, we'll start getting rough.
Oh, so we could have a bit of argy-bargy in the final. Lovely.
I think Sprocket and Storm Chaser have together formed the best team on the run to the final. Good tactical awareness, good team play. Cat's Whiskers and Snowstorm go in as the outsiders. Sometimes the outsiders win cup finals. And sometimes too, when there are lots of goals scored on the way, the final becomes very defensive. But surely with Storm Chaser around, that won't be the case. And Storm Chaser scores the opening goal in a matter of seconds, showing the determination which has been a feature of his team's play all the way through. Sprocket and Storm Chaser together again. Storm Chaser's going to make it two. And Snowstorm in need of attention. And having to be carried off, leaving the Cat's Whiskers all on its own against the storming Storm Chaser and Sprocket. And Storm Chaser promptly makes it 3-0. Very tough, very simple goal. And this is Sprocket. Cat's Whisker showing determination. And Sprocket turning on the Cat's Whisker. And the referee doesn't like that. no attempt to play the ball, and the yellow card is shown to Sprocket. Free kick taken by the Cat's Whiskers, tries to drive all the way through, and getting a lot of support from the neutrals, but away eventually comes Sprocket, has to go back to collect. But the final rather spoiled by the fact that it's not an even contest of 2 against 2. And an own goal by Cat's Whiskers. Well, that's very hard. Nothing he could do to save it. And here's Storm Chaser again. And it's 5-0. Cat's Whiskers trying to find the happy mixture between covering its goal and showing some powers of attacking. Is anybody going to knock this one in? I don't think anybody is. The Cat's Whiskers getting it sorted out. Oh, and Sprocket misses it. Storm Chaser misses it. Extraordinary. And it might now be at the other end. Sprocket hitting his own man. An untidy final comes to an end with a 5-0 victory for Storm Chaser and Sprocket. Obviously the injury spoiled the final, but it's been a fascinating tournament, and I think maybe Storm Chaser and Sprocket were anyway the best team around.
And picking up the gold medal using a combination of agility, strength, and most importantly of all, working as a team. It gives me the greatest pleasure to pick up these gold medals and give it to Sprocket and Storm Chaser! Well done.
Congratulations to Bulldog then, but now we can go down to Andy, who's with the finalists. So Andy, Sprocket and Storm Chaser, they won a gold together yesterday and now they're competing against each other. Are they tense? Do they hate each other? Or are they still best of friends?
Well, that's a good question, Philippa. Let's find out. I mean, guys, like Philippa said, you won the gold medal in the football, okay, as a team. Now you're against each other. Have you come to like a gentleman's agreement here? I mean, how are you going to play this one?
Well, it's just a case of taking it how it comes. They're both four-wheel drive, they're both powerful. It's going to be quite evenly matched.
Well, how do you rate your chances then?
I think we'll be all right.
You had to think about that for a while.
We'll be all right.
We'll be all right, because they are bigger than you.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
of course, and there's more of them.
Oh, we've started already.
Power up.
Can these two match the quality of the third place final? Oh, it's Storm Chaser pulling away. Sprocket hits the pit very quickly, just over 5 seconds. Sprocket just couldn't find an anchor. The rope flying all over the place. A comprehensive victory for Storm Chaser.
Well, you've won the gold medal. You're going to come back next year to defend your title?
Of course, of course.
What modifications will you make to your robot?
Well, I think we'll try and do something to stop it bouncing. We could easily have lost it because of that. So.
Is that the weakness, the fact that you bounce
Yeah,
up
it doesn't
and down?
get the traction on the ground all the time.
Well done, lads. You've won the gold medal. Bad luck.